because I'm gonna use him. I'm gonna get more clout off of him. I'm gonna mess with him. Like, she was saying that to me, but that was like Helena, because when she was alone with Chris, like, they were doing stuff. I don't know what they were doing. I don't know if they were just making out. I don't know, but she recorded them.
What up, everyone? It's your boy Martin Lewis. Team Real. Welcome to my channel where I call out fake YouTubers and talk about YouTube drama. As you guys know, yesterday I uploaded the video about the J.H.M gang and how they split. How basically Helena left the group and all the drama. If you haven't seen that video, I do suggest you to watch that video, or this video is going to confuse you. So if you have not watched that video, go over there, watch it now. A lot of tea, a lot of drama was spilled, and exactly the same thing in this interview. There's a lot of things that we didn't know that happened behind the scenes. So basically, I sent my video to the girls, and Jada reached out to me, and she basically wants to tell her truth. So it is a very pretty good interview. Get your snacks ready. Get your popcorn, get whatever you eat, and make sure to hit the subscribe button with the bell so you don't miss out on any future drama videos that I upload. Smash that like button. Let's get this video to 5,000 likes or I'm never going to upload again. I'm serious. You better get it to 5,000 likes or I'm going to leave you guys forever, okay? And so dumb. And if you want to give me any stories or leads, all my social media links are in the description below. But yeah, this interview is cray cray, man. Enjoy. What did you think of the video?
I mean, I like what you were saying, because, like, you know, everything you're saying makes a lot of sense. I see your point of view and everything, especially like the messages, all of it. Like, I already knew all of that. Like, but the thing was that it's like none of us were telling the truth, so now it's just a really confusing story. You know, so I wanted to go on YouTube and tell the truth, like make a video and just tell the whole truth, but it's like I don't even want to do that because it's like it's just more drama and just sitting there and just putting out. That would be putting Helena's business, everybody's business out there. But yeah, so I mean, now that the truth is coming out already, because you know everything that's in the dark comes to light, I might as well just say the truth now. So
yeah, so what did you want to say?
There was a couple of things in there that weren't necessarily true, but I understand why you would think that. I recorded me and Helena's whole conversation, just in case that video did come out, that I would have the proof of, you know, Helena coming out of her mouth and saying this. But so first off, I don't know how to
okay, did you it looks to me that you tried to shift the blame onto Helena and say it was her idea when it was your idea.
Okay, so originally it was Helena's idea, because when I moved out here and stuff, she was telling me how basically, like, I don't have any connections with people. I need to start going out more and trying to meet people. And I went out with her for the first time to that club, and she spotted Chris, and she's like, hey, that's Chris from Chris and Queen. And I was like, I've never watched him before. Okay. So I was like, oh, okay. And she, you know, she already had in a plan. She was like whispering to me, like, hey, you know, we can record us with him at the club or whatever and put on our YouTube channel. So I was like, okay, because I was trying to do YouTube. And so we did that, but then she left with his number, and in the car on the way home, she was like, no, we're not going to post those. Don't post anything, because I'm going to use him. I'm going to get more clout off of him. I'm going to mess with him. Like, she was saying that to me. But that was, like, Helena says those kinds of things. Like, ever since I met her, she, like, was that kind of person that she, like, she knows a lot of famous people, and she's, that's the way of her way of getting connections out here. And I had just moved out here. So she already had planned out. And when I did meet Chris, you know, she was like recording him on the side and stuff. And she said this in the video because I confronted her. I said, did you or did you not even record when you were alone with Chris? And she's like, oh yeah, I did do that. Like, she said that in the video. So it's like, so she had it planned out, and basically she's gonna do that, and she's gonna do it all by herself though. Like, me and Maya were never gonna be a part of that. Like, we're never gonna be a part of that. We were just like, you know, do you, girl, like, we don't really care. But when he came over and stuff, he said, oh, I'm gonna manage you girls, because you girls could all create a YouTube channel and I can help you guys. And I was like, yeah. And then I told Helena, I was like, Helena, delete that video because you're not exposing him. Like, we're not doing that. Like, we're gonna, you know, he can manage us. Like, we're gonna do this the Christian way. And she's like, okay, yeah.
Okay, my question is, why would you want to? Okay, so what videos were deleted? The ones that were deleted, the ones just at the club?
Yeah, like, no, that was part of the exposing video. We ended up putting it in the exposing video at the club, but
there was more.
No, those are the videos that were in the exposing video.
Okay, sorry. I told her to delete those videos because you guys can get managed by him and whatnot.
I told her to delete the videos because when she was alone with Chris, like, they were doing stuff. I don't know what they were doing. I don't know if they were just making out. I don't know, but she recorded them. Like,
okay.
She was alone with them.
Okay, so she recorded. Okay, my question to you: why would you want to work with someone who's like that? You know, Chris. If you know he's doing shady stuff like that and hooking up with Helena, what in your head's like, oh, he can manage us? Like, wouldn't you not want to work with someone who's obviously trying to get it in? You know?
Yeah, that's the problem. Like, we sat with him and we had a long conversation with him. He's like, oh yeah, like, I'm a father, like, you know, I have this, like, baby mama, but we just do stuff for YouTube. But you know what, you know, we're just trying to separate and do our own things. And he was just saying how he loves being a father, and that he's like, you girls are really pretty, like, I really want to help you guys and stuff. If you guys really want to do YouTube, we never even thought about doing YouTube, but
yeah.
Helena, what happened was, I was like, Helena, just delete that crap, whatever you reported. And she was like, okay. And then she ended up still hooking up with him. I told her, like, I was like, what? I don't care what you do, but just don't have sex with him, because then he's not going to want to work with us. Like, you know, he already kind of is, like, looking at you, like, a different way. Like, so let's just try to now just turn it to professional. But, you know, she still had that plan to hook up with him. Now, this is what happened. So those messages that you saw, I was pissed off because he went home and he started kissing on Queen and doing all that stuff, and Helena was just, like, sitting there like, it's okay, like, I'm gonna be like, he's gonna leave his wife for me, I'm gonna go down there, he's gonna fly me out to Texas, I'm gonna go down there, and I'm gonna be his I'm gonna be the next baby mama. Like, she was saying all this stuff and it was pissing me off. I was like, no. And then she only showed you the messages that made me look like I was manipulating her. But I was just pissed because she was just trying to be the mistress. She's like, oh, later down the road, I can expose him once, like, you know, I've been messing with him for a while. I was like, you look like a stupid mistress. Like, you might as well just expose him right now, because then Queen's gonna see it and she's gonna leave his sorry ass. And, you know, like, I was pissed, but it wasn't just me even saying those messages. It's my sister too. Like, so it made me look really bad, but I was just really pissed that she was saying all that. But she's not gonna send you those messages of her when she was saying that, obviously. She's just going to show the messages of when I got mad. She said, have some faith in those messages, because she was saying, basically, have some faith that, you know, I'm going to basically use him more, like, and,
okay.
She thought, because he told her, like, you know, he makes all this money every month, and that he was going to, you know, like, take her everywhere and spend his money on her. So I was like, oh my, why would you want to mess with a married man? Like, might as well expose him, do what you were planning to do the first time. And the other thing that was in the thing in which she said that manipulated her, I did make the mistake of, I don't know why I ever said, like, oh, make an exposed video. I should have just said to leave him alone. But to be honest, I really wanted her to have nothing to do with him. So, but she wasn't going to, like, leave it alone, you know? So, the other thing was, with the manipulating her and stuff like that, posted the video and stuff like that, it got to Chris really fast, and he said, oh, you know, he made a video saying I cheat on Queen. I was like, all right, boom, right then and there, like, all right, that's it. Like, he got the message, Queen knows, and I wanted to delete it, and she didn't. She's like, no, we're not deleting it. It's gonna hit 1 million. It's gonna go viral. And I started like having mental breakdowns because so many people were seeing it, and that wasn't really we knew that was gonna happen, but it was like, okay, it's too much negativity. But she didn't care. Like, she looked at the attention. Like, she didn't care if it was negative or positive. So when I told her, I said, we're not making any more videos on this situation. Like, it's done for. I'm not going to be a part of this anymore. So she went on her own channel and started making videos. And I got pissed. And that's when the fight started happening and stuff, because, you know, I was telling her, like, Helena, this is not good. Like, this, she liked it though. Like, she thought it was fun for her to sit on a chair and fake cry and all that crap. Like, this, it was all like, the social media to her was like a game for her. But
yeah, that cry, I did question that cry in my video. It did look a bit like it didn't look genuine.
Blame me for being such a hopeless romantic. I'll admit I was looking for love in the wrong places. But in the end, how could I see that everything was wrong when everything felt so right?
I'm not gonna lie, okay? It looked like she was acting.
No, she wasn't genuine through the whole thing, and I was having like I'm not even trying to play the victim role, but she said it in the video where when I recorded her, she said, you wanted to leave multiple times. Like, I had to beg you to stay in the channel. I had to beg you to make videos with me about it. I was like, I know I did. I know you did, because that's not the type of attention I want. Like, I had over 100,000 followers for working really hard and trying to just model. Like, you don't have to sleep with people and do this stuff to, you know, be famous. And what happened was, what I said with cleaning her image, because I'm perfectly comfortable showing my body, and I encourage her to be if you have it, then flaunt it, you know.
Yeah.
But the difference when I said clean up her image is that more famous people were hitting her up now. So what happened was, because, see, for me, like, modeling and stuff like that, I'm used to, like, rappers and stuff DMing me and stuff, and I don't respond to it. But for her, this was her first time ever getting this kind of attention. Like, before this Chris and Queen stuff, she never had this kind of attention. So when rappers and stuff would hit her up, she would actually go see them, and she was getting flown out to see an NBA player. Like, she was doing these things, and I told her, you need to clean up your image. Like, they don't. Yes, because I told her, like, everybody's watching you now. Everybody's watching your every move. So if you get caught, you know, like, these are NBA players, you know what I'm saying? So if you're getting caught, you know, hanging out with them and stuff, that makes you look worse. And so as a friend, I was just like, Helena, you know, just because we posted this video, doesn't mean that you can't start showing people who you really are. But she kept saying, you know, that's not how you get to the top. You know, you gotta, you know, do all these things to get to the top. And that's where our arguments came from. And so when I don't even, like, want to speak on her, because I just feel like she's not used to having all this. She wasn't used to having all this attention, and so, you know, that was where her mindset was at. And then, you know, when we told her that, you know, we're not gonna when she posted that video of her, like, bending over and stuff, it wasn't because she was doing that. It was just because of everything, you know, like her, you know, talking to these players and everything like that. It was just like, Helena, like, you know, it's time for you to stop. Like, you know, you need to do better.
How come you guys never did that video? Because when Maya made that video apologizing, how come you guys didn't do it together like you usually do?
You know, Maya decided to make that video all for herself. And I didn't. She was recording it and stuff, and I popped my head in it because I didn't want her to just, like, speak in it. But
yeah,
it was just mainly my sister was really hurt, because my sister is probably, like, the purest out of the three of us, and she really, really, really wants Helena to clean up her image more than anybody, because, you know, she knows Helena, but she's not as close with Helena as I am. So that's why I don't know. She's just not as close with Helena as I am.
Okay.
So she went off and did that herself.
Okay. So you're saying that that video that you guys did together wasn't your idea? Because in the messages, it looks like you're talking her into it.
Yeah, because she was, and that's what pissed me off, because of course she's only gonna show those messages, and that made me really mad. I even sat down in the video and talked to her about that, and you know, she wants, right now, she got all the hate for it, so now she kind of wants other people to get some hate, because, you know, she feels really attacked, and I understand that completely. I mean, you know, she didn't have to put her personal business out there. She wanted to expose him. She did. But I think she's mad and regrets that she put her personal business out there. But that part of the messages, she didn't show you the part where the reason why I even said that was because she was saying, no, I'm gonna stay with him, and I'll expose him later on, you know, and saying like stuff like that. And
why did you delete, because when I asked you for the receipts of the messages, you said you deleted it. Is that true? Did you delete the text messages between you and her?
I did on my phone, but they're on my iPad because that's connected. But the thing is, I don't even want to like get that messy, because you know, people are just gonna look at all of this and just be like, wow, why did she show you that? She's really messy. You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah, but now you kind of, but the thing is, it looks like you're the one who pushed her to do it.
Yeah, it does look like that, but she knows, and you know, I've recorded her saying it. She knows that out of all three of us, I was the one who was the least to want to do it. You know what I mean? It's a really weird situation, because I don't have proof except for her words saying it, that, you know.
Do you take responsibility for lying for her, or not just for her, but why didn't you guys just, why did you, like, for example, you even said things to make Chris even worse than he did. I don't remember, but it's in the video, you probably remember, in the text message. You said something, and you said you could make him look like an arsehole.
The thing is, she wanted to expose him by posting the video of when they were alone, and I was like, that's worse, because, you know, that shows that you knew who this dude was all along, and you set him up as a trap, when really he did lie to you and try to, you know, say that he was going to leave her and stuff like that. So you might as well just say that you don't know who he is, you know what I'm saying? But she wanted to post a video of her when she was alone with him.
Okay.
And she was doing stuff with him.
So you try to convince, you basically try to get her to lie too.
Yeah, but I mean, we all took part in that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even my sister, you know, she was the one who edited the whole thing. We all took part in it, and I take full responsibility for involving myself in that. And I ended up privating all the videos on J.H.M and stuff like that, because every time we go to social media, we're really upset and hurt right now, and everything we say, people see and record it and all of that, and I just want the attention off of Helena and, you know, me and my sister. So yeah, I saw that you said that in your video.
Yeah, I saw that you private. It doesn't say you have 16 videos. Did you delete them? Because it did say at first you had 16 videos, and now it says you have none.
Yeah, we don't have any more videos. We only privated them so that we could just get the last paycheck, and I wanted to be done with the channel, because I feel like, you know, because of that video, we blew up, but we didn't necessarily earn any of that. You know what I mean? We didn't earn any of those subscribers. No one knows us for us. They just know us for the drama. So I all along I wanted to, you know, start over with the channel, but now I can, and I feel like it was taken way too far. So
I think, you know, it's gonna follow you regardless, you know what I mean? I think you girls had something really good and something that can, you know, it still can go good, you know? You just have to kind of own up to the ish that you were in, and then once you own up to it and move on, continue making videos, you know? It kind of sucks. That's how, you know, that's kind of how you blew up, drama. But most YouTube channels out there, they all started from drama. Not all of them, but some of them, you know? So I think you could have just owned up to what you guys did wrong and then just moved on and kept pushing and kept hustling, you know?
Yeah. It just seems like the people, because for me, you know, I worked really hard for a lot of following on my Instagram, so it felt really wrong that we earned all of these subscribers and stuff from not actual talent, but just from, you know, our friend messing with a married man. It's just, you know, so I was willing to give it all up because, you know, I just felt like it wasn't gonna bring anything good. Then my sister and me, we like talked about Soul Illuminati, and we did a reaction video to it, and we got more hate. And I was just like, my sister they think it's fun. I just don't think it's fun. I don't think it's fun.
Man, I need to mess with some married men now. How my channel cry.
For real, like. It's like, that's what people want to see. People want to see you talk mess on someone. People want to see you say drama. That's what gets views and stuff. And if you have tough skin, that works, you know, for some people, but I don't. Like, I don't have tough skin. Help her, like, give her whatever she needed and stuff. So I don't like that manipulated word. I really don't.
Yeah, because when I heard her say that too, I disagreed with her. I was like, no way, because I knew she was living with you. You guys helped each other. You guys had a tight friendship. Maybe that was her perception, or maybe that's her way to shift the blame onto you, to make it look like it's all your fault. But at the same time, y'all did it too in your video, you know? You tried to shift it onto her, so...
We're pissed, yeah, and I deleted a couple hours later because, like, this is so petty, but we were so angry that she's saying that because we weren't even going to speak on the reason why she left. Like, people kept asking and stuff, and we would just go on live and just tell people, but we were really hurt when she came out that video. And, you know, the girl in the video that's speaking, I feel like that girl right there was the one to manipulate her, like, tell her, like, hey, is there any messages with you and Jada where it made it look like she manipulated? That's how I think, because just seeing that video, I never met that girl. You know what I'm saying? And this girl has so much to speak on me, and I feel like Helena's really easily talked into things. She when people show her any type of love and stuff, she'll believe them, and she'll sit there and be like, oh yeah, So I feel like that girl was like, you know what, Helena, they manipulated you. It's all their fault. You know, there has to be some proof.
Another thing I have to add, Jada, as well. When I rung her when she was in... Do you remember that time when I rung her and you were there?
Yeah.
I swear to God...
I wanted to tell you the truth. Do you remember?
I remember you guys saying, should we tell him the truth? And you did say something about clout. But in my head, I was like, okay, so they're doing it for, like, multiple reasons, not just clout. To get Chris to know, maybe get some clout and money. Which you even knew it was going to get you money, okay? Because you said to her, YouTube's what's going to make you money.
Yeah. I said in the video, I was like, should we just tell him the truth? And then she, like, whispered to me, or I don't know, she whispered to me, she's like, no, we're not. So I was like, oh, okay. So I was like, alright, I guess.
But she said when you were there, she said that she didn't even want to do it. I'm pretty sure she said that. She goes, I don't want to expose him with my actual face. People are going to go crazy on me. Well, and then you said, well, how would you get the clout? They're going to be like, you look better than Queen.
This doesn't even sound like me. Like, I wasn't even the only one texting her. Like, my sister was also saying stuff. And so, like, that's not good. But no, basically, she was gonna make her own video, but you know, I was like, you know what? I'll even be a part of the video. Like me and my sister were like, we'll even sit in it and have some words too, so that you don't look as bad. But I think the whole idea was stupid.
Yeah, but another question as well. If it was her idea, why did you do it on your channel and not hers?
That she wanted to just do it on my channel.
Okay.
I don't know why. I thought maybe she thought that it wouldn't get her as much attention, but it still did. People still know her name. I don't know why we thought that. But yeah, she wanted to do it on my channel.
Do you have the conversation? You said you had a phone recording or a recording of your conversation with her. Does it prove that it was her idea and not yours?
Yes, she said in the video, I said, you knew who Chris was all along and you planned to expose him. And she's like, yeah, and so? And she said that. And then I said, you even recorded? Man, she didn't know I was recording her though. That's what's weird. You know what I mean? Like,
would you give us the recording?
Yeah, I will.
To prove that you're not the one who was behind, that it wasn't your idea?
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, I just think it's weird if she's gonna be like, what the heck? Because I still text her and I'm just like, hey, just make sure that you're okay. You know, I still text her and stuff and remind her that I care and stuff. So I feel like it's gonna be so weird if she's like, you're recording me? Like, wow, you're so, like.
And just so you know, she gave me the text messages and you gave me your message before you guys said you hugged it out. But then I saw you giving shade, and regardless, I was still gonna do the video and do it the best way I can, because I don't hate you girls, you know what I mean? You know? I was like,
fuck too, because I knew that, like, she was sending the messages to my mom even because, she was trying to still get money from us. Like, she was texting me and she made us delete all the videos, and then she was like, okay, I want my next cut from the next paycheck. I was like, you made us do, we don't have any money, Helena, like, what are you talking about? And then she was like, no, I think they do have money, and she's like, well, then I want my camera. I was like, it's not your camera, Helena. If you want to have the money of your portion of the camera, then we'll give you that. And she's like, I want my camera, and she was trying to, like, take anything away from us, like, the camera, the YouTube channel, every video, like, she was really hurt, and she got it in her head that we really just did all of this for our own subscribers and stuff. But that's why I deleted everything off the channel. I wanted to prove, like, I don't really care about any of this. Like, this is like the worst type of clout. I don't want clout like this. But basically, yeah. I mean, can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she still wanted, like, money and stuff from me. I think we're all in the wrong in this situation, but I'm mad, and the only reason I'm calling is, like, I hate that Helena switched up the story.
Okay.
And because I never spoke on it, like I said, I lied for her, which meant, like, I even, you know, said stuff in the video so that it's not all pinned on her. But in reality, I wanted nothing to do with Chris. Like, I looked at him and was like, you're not even cute. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. And, like, but she actually, apparently, I didn't even know this. I just thought she knew of him. But apparently, she watched all of, like, she was actually, like, a fan. Like, she told me that way later on that she's actually watched all their videos.
Okay.
So, that's why, remember when you said in your video, it looks like this girl was fascinated by him?
Infatuated, you mean?
Yeah, like, infatuated. That's real. She really was, because she watched him all the time. So when she saw him, she's like, oh my gosh, like, you know, I'll do anything. You know what I mean? And that's how she acted. So that was real. That's why she slept with him so fast, because, you know, no normal girl is just going to hook up with someone within 3 days that they don't really know. You know, she did that because she was. So that was honestly, I mean, I knew people were going to know we were lying. So, I mean, just because we said it, I think we only said we didn't because we didn't want to look bad. But and no matter what, we still like looked bad, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, you know, you just have to own up to it, you know, and learn from it. It sucks, it really does, you know, but shit.
Yeah, and then what made me mad is that I told her, like, we're done talking about this. Like, we're done talking about this, and she, do you remember the video where she was in the bathroom for like 3 minutes and she was crying?
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, so the thing was, we were fighting so much because she kept posting videos on her own channel talking about it. And I was like, Helena, stop. And that night, I yelled at her. Like, I started yelling at her. I was like, you're not posting any more things. Like, I'm deleting everything. I told her like that, and I was like, I'm deleting everything off this channel. Like, I don't care about the money. I don't care about any of this anymore. Like, you're going crazy. You're posting all this stuff on your channel, and it needs to end. And she started breaking down crying. And I was like holding her, and I was like, sweetie, like, you can't go around and have sex with these people. Like, you can't, like, now you have a soul tie to him. Like, now you're affected by him, and so you're over here posting all this stuff because you're hurting. And I said, what you need to do is you need to go into the bathroom and you need to show people you're genuinely sorry because you're hurting right now. Just show people you're a human being and that we're moving forward. Don't talk about Chris. Say we're moving forward. And so she went in the bathroom and she was like crying, and she was like, I'm moving forward now, da 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 da. And so that was supposed to be the end of it, but then she kept posting more stuff on her channel, like, so, and still going around and kind of making the same mistakes. So basically there was just a lot behind closed doors, and I dealt with a lot. Like, I was like a mother for her, so, or like a big sister. So I don't know. I made one mistake, which was by allowing that video to be posted. But it's really hard when there was also, you know, so much going on. There's my sister too, who didn't see anything wrong with posting the video. She doesn't take hate like, you know, a normal person. Like, she just looks at it and she's like, oh, they care so much. Like, you know,
Yeah.
she got the less hate because she didn't do anything. So she doesn't really care. Like, she can still post on J.H.M and stuff. And then Helena was posting her own stuff on her own channel. So it's like, how could I manipulate her when she likes talking about the story? So
Okay, well look, what we're gonna do is we're gonna wait for that recording, because that recording proves that you're not the one. It was her idea and not just your idea, because from what it sounds like right now, from what I have, it sounds like it was your idea. So that's basically the end of the interview. I may make a video sometime this week basically putting everything together so you guys kind of understand. But what I got so far is that it wasn't, Jada didn't push her into it. It was Helena's idea at first, and I guess afterwards Jada got her to do it because it looked like Helena wanted to be the side piece for Chris, not purposely, from what it sounds like basically get played. And I guess Jada got her to do the video, and yeah, so we basically have to wait for that proof, because if not, it looks like Jada's the one that pushed her into this idea. And it kind of does make sense. Like I said, those messages, I can tell you, which I said in the video, I don't have all the messages, so it's easy to take out of context. So yeah, that's the situation. Make sure to hit the subscribe button with the bell, guys, because if you don't, okay, these girls are going to expose you. So you better hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and I'll see you guys in another drama video. And yes, I am making a video towards John Cookian. Peace.